Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. My name's Craig Marchant. I'm coming to you live from Melbourne in Victoria, Australia. And I'm also the author of the book, Conquer Your Inner Demons, The Ultimate Guide to Better Mental Health. And tonight's topic, I want to talk about my new course that I'm releasing and what's in it and who it's really for, because I feel it's really important we make sure that the people that it's for get to it. Rightio, now that the intro is all out of the way, all that snazzy stuff that you see. So I'm going to be running the Finding Your Inner Strength Bootcamp on a Monday night at 7:30. It'll go for an hour, and we start on the 8th of March. And we're roughly expecting it to take about an hour each session, but this is going to be the first session, so we're going to see how we go with it. This is really your chance to jump in and get to help me define and create the course. And if there's any changes that we need to make it better for everyone, that's the idea behind it. So week one, we're going to be talking about self-awareness. So things like self-reflection, identifying triggers, managing emotions. On the second week, we're going to be covering mindset. Now, the mindset is pretty full on, but these are things that I wish I had known when I was younger. So I've picked these up over the years, and now I implement these myself as well. So things like, the power of a positive mind. If you've read my book, you'll know there's actually a chapter in there basically on mindset. Also on reprogramming negative thoughts and energy shifts. Energy shifts are a big thing with me. Sometimes you'll see these lives and sometimes I look a little down, and other times I'm a little bit more animated. The hands move. I get a bit more excited about it. So tonight, as an example, I'm feeling pretty happy with everything. So you're seeing an animated side of me, which is not always the case. But you'll always get that information no matter what. Week 3, we're talking about your support network. So that's things like your medical specialists, your friends and family, and we also cover the law of averages, which is basically I think Jim Rohn said it, which is where the average of the five people we hang out the most with, which I think is quite important. And I know, especially for myself, when I'm around people that are more energetic, more positive, it seems to bring out that side in me where I'm much more excited about things. Week 4, we're going to be talking about nutrition, because food is for the soul. And that's one that I constantly have to work on. Okay. When it comes to food, this is a big thing with me. I have to work on it very, very deeply. And I need to be in the right mindset to do it. So obviously, as you can see, there's a play on to week 2 with the mindset. Week 5, we're talking about sleep. Yes, sleep. That thing that I wish worked really well for me, but doesn't always work really well for me. It just depends. If I'm really up and I'm really excited in my mood, then it's much harder for me to go to sleep. But if I'm feeling all down and negative Nancy, it goes down. And I've got obviously the saying, what goes up must come down. And I'm quite often tell my wife that. I'll say, hey, I'm really excited, but don't worry, what goes up must come down. And week 6, we're going to be talking about the great outdoors. Now, anyone who's listened to me go on about the Inca Trail before knows that I found it very pivotal point in my life, and it had a lot of good it did for me. And I also believe that can do a lot of good for everyone else as well, because you get to learn so many amazing things about yourself that maybe you knew, but you just never quite accepted. It's like that whole, I'm one of those people that can't accept compliments really easily. I feel, as soon as someone compliments me, I feel really self-conscious almost. And it's really weird. And I've always had that problem for a long time now. So It is what it is. I can't change. I'm working on changing it, but yeah, it's difficult. So what are some of the reasons that you might attend my course? So, some of the questions you might be asking yourself is, do you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling when it comes to your mental health? Are you wondering, what's next? I found I got to a certain level with my mental health, and then I had trouble and difficulty getting higher than that. And so that's who this course is for. If you're ready for some new tools to help improve your mental health state even further, that's who this course is for, because I go through a whole bunch of stuff. There's sort of some meditation and watching some YouTube videos that I've identified that I think are good value. We're talking about reprogramming negative thoughts, which is another important one. If you're in a good place and you're looking for methods to help avoid falling backwards into that deep, dark place that we call depression. Now, it even happens to me, even to this day and age. And look, there's probably something I should say here as well. Just because I'm showing you these tools, it doesn't mean that any one particular tool or method is going to be your savior. It might be a complete mix of them. And it's also not to say that you're not always going to feel down about it. Sometimes you're going to have those bad days. I still get those bad days. But it's about, dusting yourself off, picking yourself back up, and, trying again and again and again, and never letting it stopping you from doing it. And the last thing is, if you're looking for a supportive and unique learning experience, obviously delivering online, it's more flexible for you. So we can work around times. I'll be making recordings available to students so that they can watch outside if you can't make it. So the course is generally, I'll be generally selling the course for $297 for the 6 weeks, which includes an unadvertised bonus of a one-on-one session after the course is finished. And that's where you can really ask me any sort of questions that you've got about what you've learned, or if you've got something else you want to ask me, you're more than welcome to. But I've actually discounted it even further. So I've taken roughly 60% off the price, and it's just $120 for my first round students, because as I said, this is a beta program. That doesn't mean the quality is not there. That just means that my delivery mechanism and everything else is not 100% in place just yet. But it will be, and you'll get, you get the bonus of actually having me live, teaching you everything that I know, up front, and you can ask questions in real time. And that's what I would hope people will do. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, look, $120, like, how can you justify charging that amount of money? Really, that's only a drop in the ocean. Like, look at it for this way. So I've had now depression and anxiety since about 12 years old, and the schizoaffective disorder portion since about 17 or so. So that works out about 20. It's more than 25 years plus of experience of going up and down and changing medications and changing doctors and psychiatrists and psychologists and all this stuff that I've learned along the way. You get to bypass all of that. You don't actually have to experience a lot of what I experienced if you can implement what I am telling you. And that would be my hope, that people will see the value in the product and say, okay, he's gone through it all himself before. Yes, he doesn't know everything. However, there's so many hints and tips and tricks that he's got here that it will help me to actually become more stable with my mental health. So look, that's about the course. I'm going to leave it around about here because we've gone on for 10 minutes. And that covers most of the course. If you're interested, the course is in the comment, in the link description below. And I can also put it in the comments if you're interested. I really, really encourage you to come along. I think everyone will get a lot of benefit. And as I said, you guys get the bonus that it'll be done live. So you'll actually be able to ask questions raise queries and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, look, thanks very much for listening and for tuning in tonight. I love when everyone joins. I think I saw that we almost got up to like 10 people watching tonight, which I'm pretty happy about. I think that's probably the highest we've ever got. And I'm gonna, as I said, I'm aiming to keep these more frequent than what they are. As you can see, it's a work in progress even for me. So anyway, look, thanks very much, everyone. Have a really great evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.